In a shocking turn of events, Lil Durk is now facing new legal trouble, with reports emerging on December 13, 2024, that he may be linked to the murder of a gangster disciple named Stephen Mack. Mack, who was killed in 2022, is believed to have had ties to the death of Durk's brother D-Thing, who was shot and killed outside a Chicago strip club in 2021. Authorities claim that Durk has been offering money to have those responsible for his brother's murder taken out. The feds have been closely monitoring Durk, using his social media and wiretapping his phone calls, allegedly recording conversations where Durk is said to have organized hits shortly after D-Thing's death. According to investigators, Stephen Mack, a member of the Smashville set, was involved in Thing's murder. In 2022, Mack was shot and killed, and two suspects, Anthony Montgomery Wilson and Preston Powell, were under investigation for the crime. Text messages between the two suspects reportedly show them discussing payment from Durk for the hit. One message read, "Did Durk give you that money after Stephen Mack got killed?" Another referenced Durk's label, with one text saying, "What's up with OTF?" and another mentioning waiting for Durk to arrive in the city on February 17th to allegedly settle the payment for the murder. Lil Durk has faced scrutiny for his lyrics, which some believe hint at his involvement in violent acts. In his tracks, he raps lines like, "They droppin' locations, I'm getting it done," tweeting, "We slidin', the feds are coming," and "My brother D-Thing just got killed, and I've been slow since, but we got back on their ass." He also raps, "I bet they know this, and on bro, I'm speaking facts. This ain't no D case, keep the police out of my business, we don't post." Durk's music often representing the push for legislation, national security, race, social issues, and politics. A high up, including the line, "They like Durk, his ass is a singer, he won't smoke, you can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit." The track dropped shortly after Stephen Mack was killed, and one of the men allegedly responsible for Mack's death was seen in the video. After Mack's death, Lil Durk posted an image of the OTF logo on Instagram with a message, "For D-Thing, aha." While Durk has not been officially charged for putting a hit out on Mack, the feds consider him a danger and argue he should not be granted bail. Durk's legal team has attempted to secure his release by offering 2 properties in Georgia and $1 million in cash for bail. Even his label, Sony Music, offered $1 million for house arrest with 24/7 security until the trial. However, during the bail hearing, prosecutors presented documents that linked Durk to Mack's murder. They also referenced Durk's lyrics from the song Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, where he raps about putting out a hit on Quando Rondo. In one line, Durk raps, "Told me they got an Addy, go to the location, go green light, go. Look on the news and see your son," you screaming, no, these lyrics are being used by the feds to support their case against him. According to prosecutors, Lil Durk is not only allegedly responsible for orchestrating the murder of Stephen Mack, but has also been linked to other hits. They claim that Durk attempted to have a family member of a witness eliminated, and warned the judge that Durk would use his wealth, influence, and power to endanger anyone he views as a threat if released on bail. Fans have also pointed to his lyrics in various tracks where Durk seemingly admits to violent acts. For example, in his song Rumors with Gucci Mane, Durk raps, "I don't want to know who you caught, I want the one I paid for. We are on his ass, he's in the A. You see how long they stay for, ain't no hotel room. We pop outside the H with Draco and trolling. Ass. We shot your homie, we didn't know he could take those." He also takes shots at Quando Rondo and WS, rapping, "Why you asking me who shot your homie? Why you asking? You got my number. You posted it on the gram. You moving backwards. You lucky I don't be doing it for the gram. You cowards." During Durk's bond hearing, his defense team brought up a prior case from 2019, where Durk and King Von were involved in an attempted murder charge after allegedly shooting and robbing a man named Alexander Witherspoon in Atlanta. Police claimed that Durk and Von had an argument with Witherspoon, which escalated into gunfire. Durk and Vaughn turned themselves in immediately after a warrant was issued for their arrest. Before doing so, Durk released a song called Turn Myself In which he rapped, "Can't look, stay making up lies for sure. I'm an innocent man for sure. It is what it is for sure. Sure, nobody is going to..." His legal team tried to use this past case in an effort to convince the judge to grant Durk bail, arguing that he had already faced legal challenges in the past and complied with the law. In a previous case, Lil Durk faced a warrant, but he didn't try to hide. He was supported by his girlfriend, India, who stood by his side. Durk also mentioned his positive collaboration with Chance the Rapper, which he hoped would improve his image. When the time came, he turned himself in, walking into the station with his head down and cuffs on, as he rapped in a song, "Just read me my rights." Durk spent a couple of weeks in jail before the judge granted him a $250,000 bond. Now, in the murder-for-hire case, Durk's lawyers tried to convince the judge to release him on bond, arguing that Durk's past actions, including turning himself in on the attempted murder charge, showed he could be trusted. They argued that a person's future behavior can often be predicted by how they've acted in the past, and since Durk didn't try to run back then, he should be allowed bond now. However, this case was different. When news broke that the feds were targeting Durk and his OTF crew for the murder of Gucci Mane's cousin, Lil Po, Durk tried to flee the country. While the feds arrested everyone else in Chicago, Durk was in Florida and attempted to avoid capture by booking flights to Dubai and Switzerland. However, he never boarded either flight before the feds caught up with him. 6:40 p.m., the jets arranged for a private flight to Italy, scheduled to depart at 9 p.m. Durk almost managed to escape, but an hour before the jet was set to leave, the feds caught up with him and took him into custody. It appeared that Durk was trying to flee to avoid facing his trial, and the feds were already suspicious that he might be involved in attempting to silence witnesses. This made the situation look worse for Lil Durk, leading the judge to deny him bond. Now it seems like he's facing even more murder charges. Some sources have linked the same gun used in the murder of Toil Max to the killing of FBG Cash. FBG Cash, who had beef with Lil Durk, was shot and killed in Chicago in June 2022. Cash was sitting in his car on the 1600 block of West 81st Street when a shooter approached and opened fire. Despite returning fire, Cash was killed, according to reports. Day from Taytown and Durk's associate OTF DD played a role in running FBG Cash out of the area before his death. Cash's body was found near a tree, and in his tracks Durk rapped about threats, implying that anyone who crossed him would end up like Cash. It's been suggested that Durk also made threats toward DD and others involved, further complicating his legal troubles. In a chaotic situation, rumors are swirling around Lil Durk, his crew, and his associates, including OTF Jam. Some have suggested that Jam, who's been with Durk for years, could be involved in the FBG Cash murder, though it's not clear if Durk will be directly connected. There are reports claiming that some rats are feeding the feds more information, with OTF Twin allegedly exposing some individuals who were wearing wires. One of the rumors that's gained traction is that OTF Jam, who was previously locked up for a murder in 2010 and served 12 years, might have turned on Durk. Jam was known for putting pressure on rival groups in the past, and Durk referenced him in his music, saying, "Jammer, get out that jam, I give 'em 50, I ain't got to ask again." After serving time, Jam was released in 2022 and reportedly received over $50,000 from Durk. However, in 2023, Jam was arrested again on a gun charge, and there were rumors about his baby mama being killed while he was in jail. Some say this led to tension between Jam and OTF, but there's no concrete evidence to support these claims. Another rumor involves Jam allegedly wearing a wire, which has caused confusion. Some speculated that OTF Twin's post about rats wearing wires had people mistakenly thinking Jam was one of them, but there's no solid proof or official paperwork that links Jam to any betrayal. Adding to the drama, rumors began circulating that Jam's baby mama, Octavia Redond, who was tragically shot multiple times in broad daylight while delivering mail on July 19, 2024, Surveillance footage showed the shooter getting into a stolen vehicle, and the car was later found abandoned and burned. A 15-year-old was arrested in connection with the murder, but police did not reveal a clear motive. Some online sources have speculated that the feds might believe Octavia's murder was linked to Jam's alleged cooperation with authorities, and that Durk ordered the hit. However, this theory has not been substantiated, and others suggest that Octavia's death may have been unrelated. The truth remains unclear, with a lot of conflicting stories and speculation. Octavia Redon was married to someone else and had no known connection to Lil Durk or OTF Jam. So any claims linking her death to Durk seem to be just rumors. Now that Durk has the feds all over him, there's a real possibility that he could face even more charges, including one related to the 2021 shooting in Georgia where Quando Rondo nearly lost his life. Quando was performing at a nightclub in Georgia when, hours later, someone opened fire on his crew, hitting one of his friends in the hand. No one was arrested for the shooting, but it followed a controversial diss track by Quando titled Soul Reaper, in which he rapped about King Von. The lyrics mentioned running up on someone and spraying them, with lines like, "Ran up on me, then we sprayed him. I'm talking lights out, or do the dash in a Durango. Jumped out with that pipe out, so tell him pipe down." The music video even depicted a character resembling Lil Durk getting killed. A year later, OTF allegedly tracked Quando down in LA in another attempt on his life. While Quando survived, his cousin Lil Po was tragically killed. Now, both crews are facing serious legal consequences, and many people believe Durk risked it all just to retaliate against Quando. However, at the same time, Durk was mourning the loss of his brother, D-Thing, his cousin Noi, and his close friend King Von. Despite his success and leaving the streets behind, Durk's ties to his past remain strong, and he continues to be surrounded by street culture. If this were a state case, Durk might have a better chance of defending himself with skilled lawyers. However, the feds don't usually get involved unless they have a strong case, which means the stakes are much higher for Durk now. Lil Durk is facing serious legal trouble, with rumors suggesting that there are informants within his own crew providing the feds with more information. These reports indicate that Durk could face even more charges, potentially following the murder case. In a surprising turn, it was revealed that Durk secretly married his longtime girlfriend, India Royale. The couple had been together for years, and DJ Academics confirmed the marriage. This is why Durk has referred to himself as a devoted husband. During his bond hearing, Durk blew a kiss to India and his mother, who were both visibly emotional in the courtroom, as the U.S. Marshals escorted him out. Durk's trial is set to begin in January 2025, but there's a good chance it could be delayed. Many are comparing his case to Young Thug's, which took nearly 10 months just to select a jury. However, Durk's case might not be as complex as the YSL trial, so there's a possibility he could go to court before the end of 2025. While, in cases like this, the outcome is never entirely